Welcome back to this channel, and this time we're doing an SRT clearing on clearing racism, whether you've been on the receiving end or whether on the giving end. And we're not just talking, you may not be racist in this lifetime, or may not be intentionally racist in this lifetime, but it may be that ancestrally there is various thought forms and emotions connected to racism, whether on the receiving end or the giving end, ancestrally or from other lifetimes. So I think it's important for everybody to watch this video and clear out anything that is there in your energy field for you. So without further ado, set your intention to receive the benefits of this clearing on racism. And let's see what comes up. So you'll be working with your high self teams. I'm working with your God team, and racism, 0 positive, 100 negative. And in terms of it's an incarnational level, so it's right at the bottom of level of consciousness. So let's just get the teams to clear any programs, emotions, memories, illusions, experiences, anything that's in your energy field ancestrally from your own experience, this lifetime, any other lifetime, at any other moment in time, inside and out of time, inside and outside of time as well. We have racism with other races as well, from other planetary systems as well, clearing it up to 100 positive and down to 0 negative, up to radiant love, new paradigm level from incarnational level there for your highest good. So it isn't just you know, shades of skin. We're talking about racism can be, you know, as I say, other planets as well, from other incarnations, other races on this planet as well. You know, it's really good to get this cleared out. It's important to get this cleared out. We all come from the same source, you know. It's very cultural, very tribal, a lot of stuff as well, you know, from passed down and through the way that we're brought up as well. And religions separate people, you know. Maybe that's one to do as well, clearing effects from religions over the centuries. Gosh, a lot to clear. There's a lot to clear. So we're clearing racism at the moment, which I think is a very, very important one to do. Especially ancestral, from our family lines. I mean, goodness knows what, you know, what our ancestors were doing and what they thought. We're carrying all of that within our DNA. Right, okay, so let's see what comes up with this. Chart 5, looks like chart 5 there. Let me just check if it wasn't 6A. Is it on this? Yeah, it is on this chart. Anything on the inside? So we've got imprint of brain damage. Imprint is a strongly held belief. I've got other coming up as well. So are we looking at curses, that kind of thing? Yeah, okay. Curses. Are we looking at spells? Are we looking at voodoo? Yeah. Are we looking at elemental energy? Yeah. Are we looking at anything else apart from those? No. Let's just get all of that cleared from you across all time, space, and dimension, all levels of consciousness. Interesting, isn't it, what comes up? This is all historic stuff. Clearing away any curses, any spells, any black magic, any voodoo, anything similar, any elemental energy, any imprints of brain damage, anything else that comes under other that the teams can clear from your energy fields, connected to this clearing for your highest good. It's clearing a lot of stuff away. I'd love to know if you can feel stuff being cleared. It'd be great to hear your feedback. Constructive, please. This is for the benefit of everybody, for the whole world. Right, that's slowed right down. That's good. Okay, where are we going next then? 6A, which is master programs, discordant energy. What's coming up in connection with this? Inside left, anger, understandably. Anything else? Just anger. Past life and ancestral links, of course. Let's clear anger. Let's clear anger, rage, resentment, anything comes under anger. Let's clear that anger away across all time, space and dimension, elevation, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere. All anger. Clear as much of that away as we can, because that's such a dense energy to carry. And I can imagine it being passed down ancestrally as well, from poor treatment, disgusting treatment of people. Clearing away all of that anger at all levels of consciousness on chart 3. Gosh, this is clearing such a lot. I really feel in my office that I'm working in today, I'm doing several of these clearings today. And I can really feel my office filled with angelic presences and guides and people. Today has been such a beautiful energy in this office today, clearing this stuff. Right, that's suddenly slowed right down. So where are we going next? Oh, there's something else on 6A, so something I've missed. Outside left, fear, understandably. What are we looking at? Inside right, failure. Okay, and I assume they have past life and ancestral roots. Yeah, let's clear fear, let's clear failure, and let's clear the fear of failure as well, clear from past life and ancestral roots. Across all time, space and dimension, elevation, seeds, roots, branches, all master programs and discordant energy of fear, failure, and fear of failure. Across all time, space and dimension, all energy bodies. Inside and outside of time. Clearing away from each and every one of you for your highest good. Clearing those ancestral lines as well. Right, okay, that's slowed right down. Okay, so where are we going next? Chart 7, which is the healing chart. That's interesting. So, on the outside, what are we looking at? What are we downloading to people? Is it the world of Zen? That your right to know. It's your right to know. And that is Sri Darwin Gross. Is it Sri Darwin Gross, the author? Your right to know. So we're downloading that book to each and every one of you. In other words, the energy of that book. Your right to know. Your right to know. And I believe it's written by Sri Darwin Gross. S-R-I, Sri Darwin Gross, I think. I've got it scribbled down there, but I'm not completely sure, but maybe you can have a look. You're right to know. So that book is being downloaded. The energy of that book is being downloaded to everybody. Interesting. That's the first time this has happened on a group clearing before. This is my healing chart where I clear viruses from. And there's lots of things on this chart, from fungus, parasites, grounding, healing, psychic surgery, consciousness changing. My various scribbles all over it. Right, that's done. That's interesting. Right, where are we going next? Chart 13, programs before creation. So we're into the higher level now of the soul. So level 7 and 8, referring to charts held on the other side of life. Create a program. I'm not going to investigate those, not going to research any of these because it's a group clearing. So this is at King of King level. Teams to clear that, please. King of Kings level of consciousness, which is the egg and sperm of the soul. Level 7 and 8 refers to charts held on the other side of life, too numerous to mention here. So they'll go through in quite detail there and clear any creative programming as well related to this issue that we're clearing for your highest good. I can really feel the energy shifting in this as well. I hope you can too. I mean, you can feel it anyway, generally, being an intuitive, but I can also feel the pendulum gets lighter. Okay, right, where are we going next? Chart 15, which is I am level consciousness programs. So what are we clearing? We're clearing dysfunction of space-time energy, dysfunction of creative energy, separation from love, a duality of the I am level consciousness there. Let's just get all of those cleared out for you, for each and every one of you, for your highest good. I've had amazing feedback from you so far, by email, by private message, on messages on Instagram, and I'm most active on Instagram, really, of all the social media, apart from YouTube. YouTube I'm the most active on. By email as well, people noticing shifts, and I'm so grateful to hear that. It makes it all worthwhile, it really does. But if you do want a personal clearing with me, we go into even greater depths, greater research, and really move the energy along. And you can purchase an SRT package from me, so I don't do one-offs anymore. If you go on my website, carolinecousins.com/work with me, I think it's work-with-me, I think, but just go onto my homepage and then you can see the packages that I have. I also work one-to-one on Zoom as well, and I really love to work one-to-one on Zoom with people, and we clear, we find out what's coming up there and then, and shift it energetically there and then. We don't use the SRT unless you're buying the essential package, which is the bigger package, which has the SRT and the Zoom calls in. If you're just doing Zoom calls, I work in a different way. So I'm an intuitive, and I kind of work as a guide, mentor, therapist, and coach, and intuitive, and healer all in one. It's very unique, and we identify. I've got a background in hypnotherapy, NLP, as well as I'm a medium, theta healing, Reiki master, all of these things. I basically use all my tools and we shift some of those subconscious blockages that are there. We move the energy along, and there's teaching kind of involved with it as well. So I bring in the tarot as well occasionally too. So if you're regular working with me, you know what I mean. I can't just stick myself in one label, one category, because when I work on Zoom, because I'm using all my tools, my toolbox. So it's whatever comes, and sometimes guides will come through and talk through me as well. So it just happens, and sometimes loved ones come through. I've had people come to me for a session on things, and all of a sudden their loved one has come through, which doesn't happen very often, but it does happen occasionally. Miscellaneous past lives and past lives in other dimensions, things that are hidden, buried or covered up, and then we're going to seek a guarantee that everything is cleared to do with this, to do with the racism, for all of your highest good as we clear that for you. So I work in a very unique way. So I'm kind of a guide in many ways. I like to teach you how to do things for yourself as well. That's my main thing. I want to empower everybody to help them create the kind of life that you want to live, really, the kind of life that we all want: a healthy, abundant, joyful, happy, loving, kind, compassionate life filled with fun and joy and kindness and consideration and compassion and love. Isn't that what we're all here for? Right, so that's clearing those miscellaneous past lives. I can imagine them being connected with racism, I'm sure. Anything else to clear now? No, can we go to mop-ups? We're just going to do a quick mop-up there on racism. So clearing those away. There are a couple of categories that I thought would have come up and didn't come up on race beliefs, and they haven't come up at all. So maybe the teams are clearing those now at a higher level. So that was chart 10A and chart 10B. Both have trying to think 10A. And 10B has we've got race beliefs on this one. And race beliefs, yeah, 10A. But they haven't come up for me to research, so I'm expecting the teams are probably clearing that themselves. Anything else that's there? It definitely feels like something shifted. And we can do another one. I was definitely shifting in the energy, but we can do another one later on this. It's such a big area, a big subject, and I think it affects every single one of us. We've all lived, thousands and thousands of lifetimes, and in different areas, different countries, different tribes, different cultures. We all have. So it affects every single one of us. Carrying it ancestrally, whether our ancestors have been racist or received that prejudice, we need to clear that out. We don't want that in our DNA. Thank you very much. Don't need that kind of energy. None of us. I can really feel a shift going on in the energy during this mop-up process. Feels smoother. Stop clearing away, so it's quite a big clearing. Clearing away across all time, space and dimension. That's it. Okay, are we done with that one for the group clearing? And again, this is only a light clearing of being a group clearing. So yeah, 100 positive, 0 negative. And it's a good one to do, though, I think. I can't remember who suggested it. One of my community on here. Thank you for suggesting it. Brilliant clearing to do. So we're at Radiant Love New Paradigm level. And thank you to your suggestions. I am getting through them. I have my various lists down here in front of me to do. So I'm sorry if you suggested one a while ago and it hasn't come up yet. I'm trying to choose the most popular ones first, but I will get around to everything. If I can, I will get around to everything that you've suggested to clear. So sending enormous love to you all, and thank you so much for taking part in this and being a willing recipient for these. It's helping the collective consciousness by shifting this stuff. So it does work. It really does work, this system. And but it's like all systems, you know, it's not a one system fix all. It's a contributor to I think a combination of healing modalities works brilliantly with people, and that's why I like to work on Zoom as well with people in a different way, putting on all my other tools that I have, and it works really well, really powerfully. So do check me out in the details down below, and check out my website, and contact me if you've got any queries, any questions. And if you are considering buying a course and you want a quick sort of 15-20 minute video chat with me, then we can book something in and find out what it is that you need. Okay, so sending you enormous love, and thank you so much once again, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Bye then. Lots of love.